Oh. Hey yo, man, if y'all can hear me, I will be right there in a second. A hot little sec, you feed me? I'll be there in a hot sec. Yeah, so let me go ahead and get this thing started. What is good, you guys? It's your boy Randy Anderson here with another episode of the Average Guy Podcast on the Average Guy Studios, man. Yeah, man, it's another week, man. Another week, staying on the grind. So first and foremost, let me thank everybody that's been watching on Facebook, Mixer, Twitch, who else? BitChat, iStar, and let me shout out to the originals, you know what I'm saying? When the nigga was strictly audio, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the iTunes listeners, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my SoundCloud people, you know what I'm saying? All day, every day. Shout out to Spotify, Google Play, you know what I'm saying? Patio Addict, Castbox, and all the other platforms that we're on, because we're on quite a few. I said few. So yeah, man. Now, you know what I'm saying? Let me actually check real quick, get the top countries knocked out the way real fast. Hold on. United States with 31. Shout out to India. Shout out to whoever's in India, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and leave your name and stuff like that in the links in the description, you know what I'm saying? Or in the comment box below. And we'll get to you. Shout out to everybody in United Kingdom as well. Top cities. Jefferson City, Missouri, Miami, Florida. Shout out to Miami. What's good, Corey?
What's going on? What's up?
Nothing much. All right, so, and on that note, everybody, it's time to get into the show. So today we'll be talking about YNW Melly. He's I guess gonna be he could be facing a lot of time for allegedly being a part of a murder of, I guess, two of his best friends. So yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll also have another person that I didn't think would ever come up again. We'll talk about Jussey Smollett, you know what I'm saying, and everything that's came out that's letting me know that I was right, and I deserve my apologies from the people who was like, "Oh, you wrong for that." And also we have another thing from Corey that Corey will bring, and then we might touch on R. Kelly again. R. Kelly's back in the news, folks. All right, so yeah, man, what's good, Corey? What's good with you?
What's going on, man? Another day, another week of fuckery to dive into.
Yeah, that's facts, dog. Hey, is it snowing down there in Texas? Is it snowing in Dallas?
Oh no! Oh hell no! Hell no!
It's snowing. It's snowing in Kansas City.
What about up there?
In Kansas City, it's snowing. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we'll get hit in Jeff City in like probably the next couple hours. But yeah, all right. So let's talk about.
Oh damn!
Let's talk about what you saying?
Sucks to be y'all, man.
Exactly.
Damn, man. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm going outside with my t-shirt on right now, man.
We go outside. We're going to be cold as a bitch. All right, so let's talk about YNW Melly, man. I don't know if you guys have heard this song. It's called Murder on My Mind. Honestly, me being honest with y'all, that is the most beautifulest murder song. The visuals is wild as shit. You know what I'm saying? My man's got to be either Haitian or it has something to do with that, because the video is a little dark. But yeah, man. Corey, have you heard it?
Oops. Yeah, I've heard the song a 1,000 times, man. People around me been playing the fuck out that shit, man. To turn that shit off, man. It's it's a sonic.
Oh, hold on. Say that again. I can't hear you. I can barely hear you. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, it's a sonically good song. It has a good melody. Has a good melody to it. I mean, shoot. It's a dope song. It's on par with everything. It's just, man, it's graphic. It's graphic. Now it's a crazy situation. YNW Melly. Man, the dude killed his two homeboys who were, supposed to be his ride or dies.
We'll say allegedly because we don't know just yet.
Yeah, all allegedly. Yeah. All allegedly. I saw, so I did a little, did a little research, was looking into his, story. I saw, documentary. He had his homeboys. I think probably a couple days after the whole documentary, they got murdered. Yeah, man, it's just a crazy situation. Now, I'm not gonna flat out, I'm not gonna flat out vilify him when it comes to, some street shit. Even though we need to leave the street shit alone, I'm not gonna flat out vilify him because shit happens and you never know what part they could have played. A lot of shit happens, especially when you're dealing with your peoples and all that. Man, there's a lot of things where some people just have short. They have zero bullshit. So some things that one person may have let their partner go for, the next man may be like, nah, I ain't letting that slide. You need to take. I'm gonna take him out immediately. And so, we don't know what the details and what may have facilitated what happened. We don't even know if he's even the person who murdered them. We don't even know if he's the person that murdered them. But yeah, I just think it's interesting. It's interesting, and I'm not gonna fault everybody, for life. It's like it's things like this, or why I say, hey, we got bigger things to, fish to fry when it comes to things like things that assault our psychology, and the music we listen to are one of the things, and that's me included. Because I mean it's kind of along the same thing of what's going along with R. Kelly. It's along the same thing. He makes outstanding music. He got accused of, and it's all still alleged because he's never been he's never been convicted of anything. So, it's all still alleged, but it still looks bad. For what he had age ain't nothing but a number and things like that. People still bump songs like that. He was with Aaliyah. This dude's on here talking about killing his homie. His whole verse is about straight murder. But like I said, it sounds fucking good. And I gotta find myself at times. I gotta refrain from songs. As much as I'd like to download R. Kelly, I just don't do it. I do have songs where it gets violent. I like some of that shit that was coming out of Chicago over the past 5 years. But I had to refrain on some of that. But there's been some songs where it's like, okay, he way too graphic about it. He talking about something that happened for real. I can't fuck with that one. So that's what you think about it, man.
Like I said, bro, like that is, if he really did do that is the most amazing murder song confession / whatever I've ever heard. Like that song is decent. And like I understand where he's getting some of these comparisons to Young Thug and shit like that, because his cadence and his melodies and shit like that. So I mean, yeah, but there's one thing there's one question I want to ask you. So are we fine with all the young kids that are actually rapping about the shit that they actually lived and done, or do we want to go back in the day where niggas was lying about all the shit that they did, all the murders they allegedly committed and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Do we want to go back? Do we want to stay where all the kids are murdering each other, Or do we want to go back in the day where niggas was faking it? You know what I'm saying? Faking it till they make it.
Well, they back in the day they weren't necessarily faking it. They were just they were sprucing it up. You know, they were doing all the same shit they doing today. You know, these guys today, they just, but you know, it don't mean, you know, they all bleed just the same, just like the niggas back in the day.
True.
Hey, ain't nothing changed. They just, you know, and you know, as much as I get on this newer generation, and I've talked about how, you know, there needs to be we really shouldn't be rapping about making songs about this type of thing at all. You know what I'm saying? Not even alluding to the street shit, but you know, you had the guys you know, we were talking about conscious stuff when we talking about, you know, real life, and if we talking about the streets, it was because it was, you know, just a byproduct in a glorified way. And then you got to the guys who were talking about the street shit along with the conscious shit, so they kind of playing both sides, you know what I'm saying? But they giving you the balance, and just giving the balance, I think it okay is what is allowed for what we have today. And now the kids today, they just getting all the way fucking real with it. They went and hit a robbery the other fucking day, and they gonna talk about it in they damn songs, man. And, you know, it's something that's even went past kind of the mainstream. It's been glorified. It's been, you know, put into place by the mainstream. You know, they give the rappers the dollars to talk this type of shit. But, you know, you kind of look today, it's kind of, you know, it's went past them and it's gone into kind of the neighborhood. Because if you think about it, all the music, all the cats who are loved,
Corey,
you know what I'm saying, in the hood.
There you go.
Yeah.
You good. You good.
You hear me?
Yeah, you good now.
Yeah. It's all the cats who are loved locally.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones who are talking about the you know, shit that everybody around the neighborhood knows. You know, shit that's in Chicago as an example, Kansas City local artists as an example. They talking about murder. All they talking about is murder, hustling some shit, you know, and these are the guys that, you know, that we're hyping up. You know, it's not the media, even though, you know, we've been put in a kind of a, our brains have been trained. That's the thing that we like, and that's, you know, that's the type of music, you know, that's our brains have been trained. But, you know, now the people that are putting these guys out and lifting them up, it's the neighborhood that's doing it. And so, you know, it's just, you know, he's just doing neighborhood music that's reached worldwide, you know. And like I said, that song sounds amazing. But it's like, you know, god damn, man, like come on, man. I lie about some shit. God damn, man, like you sound like you talking about now they said, I've looked into it, and from what I'm gathering from his fans and, you know, some other sources, it seems as if that song came out before he committed the actual murders. The murders happened last year. I think he released it after. I'm not sure, but when he recorded it, he made the video after, but the actual song actually predates the murders. So now it's the eerie song. If y'all seen, I suggest if y'all just want something interesting to look at, you know, and say, hey, you know, this is, you know, kind of something eerie to look at, take a look at that documentary, man. Eerie, just dark feeling. It's like, god damn. And this dude, he talking about he got multiple personalities.
Oh, I'm about to bring that up.
Yeah. His last name is Demons.
Yeah, I think you told me that. You told me that thing. Yeah.
His last name is Demons.
Shout out to Kelvin too. You know what I'm saying? He said,
"What's up, Kelvin?
Cold-blooded funeral."
What'd he say?
He said, "Cold-blooded funeral."
Cold-blooded funeral, straight up.
All right, so yeah, man.
That's my cousin.
Oh, okay. So, all right, man. This kid, he says he's had multiple personalities. So literally, what multiple personalities is literally two people in one body. You know what I'm saying? Two different mind frames. And I actually got a clip here real quick where he talks about both of his different personalities. Hold on. Oh, let me pull it up real quick. Hold on. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Wait, Melvin? All right, Melly is loving, genuine, turned up, happy, and just loving. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson. Melly is Michael Jackson. Literally, Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? But he's still thugging it, still street. But he, to an extent, he know how to control. He know how to control his anger in himself. But Melvin, I only let him out at nighttime. And I need to stop doing that. Like, when the night hits, he really come. And it's like, Melvin is just like, once you play with Melly to a certain extent, Melvin just don't like that. Melvin on your ass. No cap. He on your ass. He don't play. Don't fuck with him. But he know who he love, but it's just, he got that fire inside of him. Like, it's something.
All right, so my man said Melly is the good guy. Melly is the good, go happy, you know what I'm saying? He likes to chill with everybody. And what was the other one? I forgot what the other one was.
It said Melvin.
Yeah, Melvin.
It said Melvin.
Melvin.
Yeah. I think
You said what?
the fool said he got 6 personalities, but he's only let out 3 of them. He was supposed to be letting out 3 more later in his career, but I don't think he'll have a chance for that. He can save that for jail. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, man. So like, that's just crazy. He said Melvin is the one you don't want to fuck with. The one that if he comes out, he gonna do something to you, and like he only lets him out at night. I'm like, nigga, hold on. And like, what's crazy about this whole thing is, I don't know if you've seen the movie Split, where the dude had literally split personalities. He had 6 different personalities.
Yeah.
Dog, like, some shit happened to him in his childhood to where that shit happened. So that shit's crazy. That shit's crazy as fuck.
You think he really got split personalities?
Dog, yeah, I've seen somebody with split personalities before, and he has all the traits, dog. He has all the traits.
Fuck nah. Them real cats with split personalities. They don't even know they got split personalities. This fool, that's a marketing ploy. He ain't the first cat that did that. You had D12 doing that shit. You know why they was called D12? Because it was 6 rappers out of them, and they had split personalities. Like you got Eminem and Slim Shady.
What?
While you had Eminem and Slim Shady, you'd have had TIP. It's just a marketing ploy. It's something that seems cool and shit like that. It's something fucking. We done a lot of people played with the concept. I done played with the concept and music and everything. That fool ain't crazy. Like I said, he was out there. Hey, the streets are dirty, man. The streets are dirty. Sometimes you might have to take if he really on some street shit, you know I got that, especially back in mafia days, Gotti days, and I thought they own people wouldn't even see it coming because they knew they had to take out that element, you know what I'm saying, to keep the organization. They didn't want to risk things like, being snitched on. If they even had if something in their mind that's to think that it would be told on or being infiltrated, somebody was flipping or just somebody was flipping or just having integrity out. You will never see, you meeting and it'll be an assassination attempt.
Okay.
So we don't know.
All right, yeah. Continue. My bad. You kept breaking up.
Yeah. No, I was saying, like I said, back in the mafia days, and even then, not just mafia, but just on street shit, lads that, they get taken out and they don't know what's coming. A lot of times, guys that got to take out their brother because of how they perceive shit or they may have done something. No, we just looking from the outside looking in, so we just looking like, oh, you know, what a horrible thing. And all of the shit is horrible, you know, the shits in general, you know, is just a horrible thing. But, you know, yeah, it's, you know, like I said, his situation is just a microcosm of, you know, what's going on, you know, in the ghettos, you know, ghettos all across America today. You know, he just made a cool song out of it, but it's a microcosm and one of the biggest issues we got, you know. Young boys going the wrong fucking path. When you make it a look good like that, all it's gonna do is bring your next generation killers and gangsters, you know what I'm saying? Because they know they can go out, do some shit, and, you know, if they survive, they taking a risk. See, they taking the risk. They gonna go out and do that shit because they gotta keep their life real for they rhymes. So they gonna go out and do that shit, and you never know who the unsuspected person is. You know what I'm saying? It's not. A lot of times he involved. You know, somebody down here in Louisville, Texas. You know, they just got shot. You know, robbery, convenience store. You know, walk right in and you know, don't even ask for it. No, they ask for the money, and right after asking for the money, before the person can even make a move, they just shoot the lady anyway. I mean, we can't be mad because these are the people we glorify. So we, you know, the songs sound good, and like I said, I've fell victim to it. You know, these good sounding songs. But we can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? We cannot have it both ways. So if we really about changing some shit, we really got to make changes. And it's got to be the shit that's hard to change. That's why I say, you know, things like Gucci and things like that, it's too convenient because they have the stat that only, you know, 5% of black folks, I don't know where they got the stat from, but I can dig it. 5% of black folks buy Gucci. You know, not everybody buys Gucci. It's expensive shit. You know, not everybody's just out here buying Gucci. So it's convenient for a lot of Negroes to sit up there and be like, "Oh, we not going to Gucci. We not fucking with Gucci." But are you gonna boycott those songs? You know what I'm saying, that you playing in front of the kids and things like that sound good? You know, it's got a good sound, but are you listening to the words that the guy's saying? You know what I'm saying? So those are just one of those dilemmas.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Like what you said earlier with the Chicago drill music, that was some shit. And I didn't know some shit. I didn't know about that D12 thing. You know what I'm saying? Me and Kel was like, fuck no. I didn't know about that shit either though. That you learn something new every day. Huh. Yeah. All right. Jesus, that's wild. All right, so we want the kids to say, okay, so we do want the kids to stay living their real life or rapping about their real life and what they really lived and not living just fake lives. You know what I'm saying? And then pretending like they're gangsters, like Tekashi 6ix9ine. So we want the Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Lie about it. Lie about your damn life.
We want the 6ix9ines.
Yeah, man. Be 6ix9ine, man.
Okay.
Be 6ix9ine, man. Come on, man. Don't lie about it. See, yo, damn, dog. You know, the way he did it, I'm not even gonna talk about it. A lot of these cats are just straight up in front. He did it in a melodic way, and you know what I'm saying, some fly shit. Hey, get slick with it, man. Like them cats up in New York back in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Say it on some shit to where, you know, motherfuckers don't even know what you're talking about. You know, it sound like they talking, you know, they always say they talking about the moon and the stars. A lot of these these cats be talking about the same goddamn thing. They just says a bunch of metaphors that have you like, they'll say some shit like, yo, send comments at your body, your whole mental, or say some crazy shit. But you know, they talking about murder the whole time, so at least codify it or something, man. You can't get out there and be talking about the same shit that you probably being investigated or could possibly be investigated for, man. You keeping it too goddamn real, man. But that's what rap's been. But that's what hip hop's been about. It's always been about keeping it real in your rhymes, and so that's where now we got to start. Like I said, we can't have it both ways. We got to start removing that street element, or at least being intelligent about the street element. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, there's something to be learned from the situations. At least be intelligent. But, you know, we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do when it comes to that. Because, like I said, man, all that shit that was up in drill music, especially, man, when it first came out around 2012 to 2014, Chief Keef and all that shit sounded hot. That shit sounded real good, man. Drill music has a huge impact on today's hip hop scene today, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I was up on all the little cats, but you know I was like, man, I gotta put this shit down, and then a lot of it they were just getting way too graphic. I mean, the shit the YNW Melly was doing wasn't nothing compared to what them cats up in Chicago was doing. Or even, I don't know if you remember this, but there was a guy probably about a year ago. He was over in Virginia, and the nigga made a diss song to his dead op, and made the video at his dead op's grave site. You remember that?
No. Wait, what? Holy shit.
He made and it went viral. It went viral. I can't remember the guy's name, but he was over there in Virginia, and the old boy got killed, and he was dissing him, and the video he made the video on dude's grave, and this dude got, and then the dude that made the song got murdered about a month later. So, no, his name was, you know what? Hey, I got a good memory. I don't have a quick good memory, but I got a good memory. His name was OG Man. Y'all look up OG Man. You know what I'm saying?
I do remember hearing about that. Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
His name was OG Man. So nah, it's YNW Melly ain't the first one. Like I said, he just doing what niggas been doing for years now. You know what I'm saying? It's just true. Hey, he made a hot song out of it. He's a very talented artist. I'll definitely give him that. Now look up. Hey, somebody pointed this out. Why the fuck does all the people, man, all the guys that Kanye West, he got an album or something like that? I think he was on Tekashi's album. Yep. He was on XXXTentacion's album. Damn. It was a list of other people, and then he did a song with this YNW Melly, and all them cats, man, get into some bullshit, man. What you think, man?
So you telling me it's Kanye West sacrificing these niggas?
Kanye's the real dude, and the song they made was called "Split Personalities."
Yeah, that song go too. Yeah, that song go too.
Now Kanye's a nigga with real split personalities. I believe him more than I believe the YNW Melly guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That nigga, that nigga Kanye definitely has split personalities, because he can be loved. Yeah. He can be Ye 1 minute, then the next he can be Trump supporter the next minute, then he can be somebody else. Yeah, I definitely see it.
All over the place.
Yeah. All right, so B69, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So fake all your raps. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here shooting up niggas and then rapping about y'all real life. That's all you gotta do. You know what I'm saying, to make it. What you got?
Yeah.
All right.
What? 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
You said on 6ix9ine. Well, nah, I think 6ix9ine wasn't actually doing it, but he was hiring niggas that actually do it, and then go snitch, on the fucking. So snitch on the fucking guy. I forgot who that was, but they brought it up. They was like, "Yo, who the fuck snitches on the shooter? Usually the hitman snitches on the guy who paid him. Like, who the fuck snitches on the fucking Hitman, dog.
I'm just gonna say this now, you know what I'm saying? If niggas try to get me set up, you know what I'm saying, and y'all was fucking my baby mama, and y'all was doing all this other shit behind my back and trying to get me killed, I'm dropping it down on all you niggas too. You niggas is going to jail. Got me fucked up, nigga. I ain't spending 47 years in prison. You got me fucked up, dog. Y'all doing all this shit behind my back. You trying to get me killed, fucking my baby mama, and you don't think I'm gonna drop the dime on your ass? You go, what?
He said he throwing all them niggas under the bus.
Nigga. Some street code my ass, nigga. Fuck you mean?
Yeah, boy. They was running through. They was running through. What's name? Shotty. They had tattoos on the baby mama and knocking it down. Yeah, that was a bad situation. Man, you gotta keep it street, man. Live by the street code, man. You got to take them lumps, man, if you on the street. But I get it. I get it though. I get it though, man. It's all fuckery, man. All that shit, man. What I do, man? I just I fuck with boy. He told on the one he had do the hit, man. Do the hit. Do the crazy hit because the dude didn't come nowhere close to shooting Chief Keef and them, so I don't know what the fuck he was shooting at. He did that for no fucking reason, but right. it was old boy Kuda. It was Kuda B from Brooklyn, man. I like Kuda B, man. I fuck with Kuda B. I fuck with a lot of them cats over in Brooklyn. They music like Kuda B. What's his name? 22 G's. I talked about him before, and there's a few other guys over there, man. So, but damn, I was like, damn, Kuda B. He took down. Then he took down Mel Matrix, who used to be with Jim Jones Bird Gang. I fucked with Mel Matrix. Damn. You know, that was back when Stack Bundles, you know what I'm saying, was still alive, you know, around that time, you know, Stack was with Bird Gang and all that stuff, and Max B, so he told on all the damn New York rappers, so, with all them.
Hey, man, I just want to let this last thing be known with that 6ix9ine situation, man. Yo, if y'all don't own the street, man, the street don't love y'all. The street ain't gonna do shit for you, dog.
Ain't no love.
So...
Ain't no love. That's what YNW Melly's homies found out. There ain't no love in the streets.
Nah.
So you know that's just you know we look at it as it's shocking, but that's just regular street shit.
Facts. All right, man. So let's move over. Let's move over to the nigga that got exposed. You been exposed, bruh. Jussey Smollett. You know what I'm saying? The gay Tupac. You know what I'm saying? He So allegedly, all this was staged. You know what I'm saying? He paid these two Nigerian brothers to stage beating him up and all this extra shit, and now it's come out. But the funny thing is, the Chicago Police Department knew about a lot of this information for like 2 weeks before they released it.
Yeah.
So it's like, dog. What is your thoughts on that, man? What's your thoughts?
We knew it the whole time, man. We knew it the whole time. I credit, you know, I don't know if, you know, he'll see this, but, you know, if he ever see this, but, you know, you got to credit, boy, Akintunde Nation, man, who I was following the whole damn time. He came up big off this Jussey Smollett. He benefited well off it on his damn YouTube channel, but he was on the whole damn time. Him and Star, man, just from the very beginning, man. Everybody, but you know, that was everybody. We was all questioning that shit, like, because it sounded too fucking convenient. You had somebody screaming MAGA hat country, dealing with a homosexual man. You know, two groups that, you know, like I said, you know, in the media. You know, we already know the story behind, you know, all that. So it was way too fucking convenient, especially with the MAGA hat and everything. And then it's 25 below. They throwing bleach, like, the bleach didn't freeze on you. And it was just all over the damn place. And then he had the damn noose on his neck and walked back. You know, he obviously wanted people to see it, but he didn't call police. So, I mean, he obviously had it on for a reason, you know. Why would you not call the police? But the whole thing was just silly. nutty. And it's a terrible situation. Now I heard the same thing what you were talking about last week. The thing on Reddit, and it's a situation, and it's quite possibly. See, we don't have complete clarity. We know he lied.
Yeah.
But we trying to figure out his motives, and if he inserted those Nigerian guys in there, what role they actually played. It's all crazy. You know, the guy was on Empire and things like that. They saying he could have been, saying he hollering at some dude's boyfriend that got his ass whooped. Yeah. Like I said, it was clear he had gotten attacked. It wasn't a bad attack, but he had gotten attacked. But that whole thing, man, all it comes down to is the fool lied, man, about something serious. Some innocent white person could have been hurt.
Exactly.
Could have been hurt behind this shit, man. Could have been.
Hold on, Kevin.
What you say?
Kelvin said that. Did you see the Boosie's comment? Lil Boosie's comment. Did you by chance see the comment?
Lil Boosie said.
I don't,
Kelvin, my cousin, that's him right there.
Yeah. I know Lil Boosie. I know, like he said something about that's what good dick does to you or some shit like that. And they had like Jussey Smollett. Yeah, man, that shit when everybody hopped on Boosie's head, man. No home pause on that comment, but they hopped on Boosie that shit, man. That was Boosie a real street nigga, you know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be saying he homo or anything, but that was a pause moment right there. See, that's what that good dick could do to you, man. It's like, oh, Boosie, you could have found better words to use for that one, man. But I ain't gonna fault Boosie like that, man. We gonna keep the attention on Jussey. You know what I'm saying? We leave Boosie alone and put that pressure, put that fire to Jussey, man. You see, man. You see Empire, man. You see Empire, they just fucking they let him they reduced his roles. You see that? I heard that he was getting literally written off the show. And this was before all this was happening.
Like as if anybody was still watching that shit.
Oh, there's still niggas that's invested into that and in the power. I mean, yeah. But yeah, man, the gay Tupac, dog, I was just like I told y'all before, as soon as I heard that, I was like, dog, your PR team is trash, bro. Your PR
trash.
I was like, I've never seen somebody get their ass beat on the next day, come in reading fucking a note off of your what's the name? You know what I'm saying? I was just like, dog, or reading a note to the people.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, dog.
Had a prepared speech.
Yeah,
had a prepared speech, and then at the end of it talking about I'm the gay Tupac. You already had this. You already had this silly ass story, and then you know what confirmed it for me, what put the nail in the coffin was his whole Good Morning America interview with Robert Roberts, and it's all when I saw that, man, I was like, yeah, this dude. That's when I made up in my mind. I said, this dude is definitely lying. Then you had a couple days later, so Hey man, this is just something, man, for the right wing. You know, those right wing guys. I don't subscribe to either side. I think all bipartisanship is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's a big game that's set up just like Eastern Conference, Western Conference basketball and shit. It's all for shits and giggles and for a big show. You know, it's just something more to that, something else that divides American people. But bipartisanship, you know, the right wing, you know, they're going to use this as ammo to attack the left or whatever, attack, you know, different groups that, you know, that are fighting for rights, different rights, you know, to this day. and they they always gonna refer back to this. This was a present landed right in their lap, and they've been eating it up. They were eating it up the whole time, man.
They were.
Yeah, they were eating this up the whole time, man. So yeah, man. YouTube and everybody, all the alternative media, they were on top of it, and that's why I always say people make YouTube the number one, source of media first, and the internet, do your homework, you know what I'm saying? Because you still can get led astray, but if you do your homework and you got a good critical thinking mind and you know how to find good sources, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get the real deal out of what they call alternative media. And mainstream media, after a while, they had no choice but to CNN didn't want to really talk about it, but after a while they didn't have no damn choice but to come out with it, man. So that's a horrible situation, man.
All right. This is the last thing I'm gonna say about Mr. Gay Tupac. Dog, like, he fucked up. I can barely listen to Tupac songs anymore without just like reading the title and thinking some wild shit. So California Love. California Love.
No, hold on.
Hit him up.
Nigga,
Hit him up.
Hold on.
I'm like, nigga, what's going on now?
Hey.
Ambitions of a Rider. It's like, nigga.
Oh no.
Chill.
No. Nah, nigga. Don't throw that on Tupac, man. Hey, man, cut your own mic off, man. What the hell is wrong with you? Man, don't let Jussey Smollett do that to you. Man, Tupac's still a damn rider, man. He ain't got nothing to do. he ain't got nothing to do with Tupac, man. Them two different breeds of human beings, man. They come from two completely different cloughs, man.
Keep your head
up. Hell no. Wow. Keep your
fire, baby.
Oh, hell no. Nah, man.
All right.
Nah.
So, I mean,
you wrong for that. Well, you wrong for that. No.
So we did touch on
hell no.
So, what do you think that they're gonna use this for propaganda for the next so many years? I say for the next like 5 to 10 years, damn near. They can use this exact thing.
5 to 10?
Yeah, 5 to 10. Cause you know these motherfuckers be holding on to shit. Cause
yeah,
like what is it? Yeah, like the LGBTQ community. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna use that against them. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you probably are just like Jussey Smollett. You know what I'm saying? So how do you think that's gonna affect?
Yeah.
How do you think that's gonna affect the LGBTQ community?
It won't. It won't. There's a lot of things. I think the LGBT community, they get a lot of rights. I believe they should have, different rights. Like I said, I'm not for the promotion of the whole homosexual lifestyle, the promotion of it. Right. Now, what a dude does, I have friends, all that sound like one of the white guys. I have black friends, all that. I have friends that are homosexual. I'm all for it. If that's their lifestyle, they born like that. I got family members like that, but I'm not for the. I always make it clear they know it. I'm not for the promotion of it. I don't think the promotion of it is right. But I am for the rights, and I believe that they're getting, as long as their rights aren't being infringed on. I don't think it's gonna hurt them. Now, what it does hurt, it just hurts a lot of it's what I've been talking about for weeks. This Jussey Smollett was just the culmination of it. Like we were talking about a month ago. All these fake news. Well, I think we just had a whole collection of just different things and just the way that they were being reported.
Right.
And a lot of times, we go with the bipartisanship. I swear I hate bipartisanship, but a lot of it was stuff that was being fed by the left side. The Democratic side. The side that more than likely today, most black folks and people, that that's the side they're normally on. And there was a lot of they were diluting they were diluting the message that was the real message that's be trying to put out, and they were diluting the real fight for the cause with a lot of these just these fake stories that were coming out, and it was so many of them. And so now here you are with a month later, and now it culminates to this. Yep. And so that's why I was saying it's so important that we do our homework as people. Make sure we reading the sources and different things. Like I said, I was seeing that I see it all the time on Facebook, social media. People are sharing stuff that is from fake websites, basically satire websites like Hustlers. Anytime you see things like that, it's fake off top, or they're sharing something that's being put out, and it's being put out as if it was something that happened, today. Like the Ku Klux Klan leader being when he got murdered, that was something that was like 2 or 3 years ago, but everybody was sharing it like it was something that just happened a couple days ago. So a lot of people. We gotta do our homework. We're the investigators. We have internet at our fingertips now, so we can. When you get different names in the media and things like that, you can type that name in on your Facebook page, and you can get some information for yourself. Yep. We can do our own homework. We don't gotta rely on mainstream media anymore. So we definitely got to be careful, because it can dilute our message, because there are a lot of things as far as inequalities and different things, different hates and things like that going on. There are things to fight for, but we got to make sure that we're not diluting it with false news and false just false information in general.
Yeah, that's that. You ain't say nothing but facts. All right, so you want to move over to the thing that you wanted to talk about the 11-year-old arrested for not standing up for the flag. You want to speak on that? Oh
yeah, we had the 11-year-old down in what was that? Was that Florida? Was that Florida?
Nuh-uh. Well, I don't know. I don't see where
Florida,
it is.
But
it might have been Florida. I'm not for sure. I have to look real quick.
And I brought it up. I had brought it up. I really didn't go into. I've been moving around, so I didn't go into complete depth about it. But I gotta look in, man. I didn't get the actual details. I gotta look into what Florida's national law, and if anybody knows, they let us know. But I gotta look into what Florida's not national law, but state law, and what they have in the place. Like you can arrest a child for not singing something, the child for actually giving you the right history of something, because, like I said, he don't want to support it. It was made, they took out whatever the second and third stanza, but, the fact remains that it was made by, a racist man. The real definition of a racist man, it was, operated within the slave trade. We're talking about Francis Scott Key, the guy who made the song. And so he understands the history of it, and he understands that, you gotta, if you don't want to support that, he shouldn't have to support that. It's like brainwashing, making somebody stand up and give a pledge every day to something like that. I mean, we get rid of everything else. They took Bill Cosby. Have they taken Bill Cosby? From what I know, they've taken Bill Cosby off of mainstream television. They still bump him on, the black stations. Nah, but they've taken him all off of main.
They're trying to put him back on. People want the Cosby's back on.
Oh, and they should, and they should. I mean, you gotta be consistent. Put it all on. If you're gonna remove it all, remove it all. And if you're gonna have it all, have it on. Mm-hmm. Don't take R. Kelly off of Spotify and things like that. And it was what a lot of the rappers were. They got mad because they were taking R. Kelly off, and it was like, okay, so you're gonna start taking. No telling what else you're going to start taking artists off for. You're going to start a whole thing where there's a whole bunch of guys, Elvis Presley, he was racist, and all type of different guys that need to be, basically taken off. Are you going to delete them off of everything? And so, doing the same thing for this, it's like you keeping this around. Yeah, they took off the stanza that was bad, that had racist words in it, but the origin of it, we already know what it is. So, so shout out to that kid for standing on his morals, man. And that's what these are the things that we need to fight. We need to fight for kids like that, make sure that they're protected. They always have a group or somebody out there fighting for them and keeping them not only in the prayers, but keeping them in, the mission, going on a mission to make sure that they're protected, put it in order, because we can't let stuff like that happen. Somebody going to jail, that's like some dictator type shit right there, man. Yeah. So I gotta get more details on it. But I definitely did hear the story, and it's terrible, man.
Yeah, for everybody that's listening, the video will be in the link in the description. I'll post it in the link in the description for the video. But yeah, I just want to shout out his parents for teaching him that shit. You know what I'm saying? And second, I want to say fuck you to that teacher, because you're not even from America. So what do you know?
Fuck the teacher.
What do you know about
fuck
any
the
of that?
teacher?
Facts.
Yeah, fuck the teacher, fuck the school system who allowed that to happen. They signed off on it. I mean, it's just, it's a whole bunch of people and they signed off and actually said, yeah, this kid deserves to be suspended and arrested. Like I said, did he get hauled out of class or something? Or I didn't get the full details. Yeah, but yeah, man. See, so the fight's still out there. The fight's still out there, and like I said, I'm gonna go and look more into this. But yeah, from the information that I've got, man, it's enough to say, hey, that's bad. And like I said, that's still out there. It's like a dictatorship, and yeah, there's a lot of people that just don't want to respect a person's beliefs out there, and then trying to force you into believing what they want you to believe. And can't go down that road, man. Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, and also like these schools need to be, somebody needs to do something to these schools, man. Like literally, because I just heard today, I think it was today, that one of a student from a Kansas City, Missouri school was killed by a 25-year-old. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know her name. I just heard the story a little bit today. I haven't done really any research, but I guess the school wanted the kid out of they wanted the girl out of the school, whatever, after the game. And she was like, no, I don't want to leave out of the school, because if I leave out of the school, somebody's gonna shoot me. You know what I'm saying? This 25-year-old girl said she was gonna shoot me. And they forced her out of the school. And literally, as soon as she stepped out, 5 gunshots went ringing off, and one of them, I guess, hit her. One of them hit her. I think it was in the head. I'm not for sure. Like I said, I don't have all the details on me right now, because I just heard about it not too long ago. But yo, man, these schools and the police officers, y'all supposed, that is a threat on a student's life. That student's life belongs in your hands, because they are a student. If a student tells you that somebody's gunning for them and their life is in danger, you're supposed to do something. You are an adult, you know what I'm saying? And you are the officer. So you are supposed to protect a citizen. You know what I'm saying? So that shit needs to be, somebody needs to put something in their ass or something like that, because that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's wild as shit.
And that's what we're talking about. So you got a lot of people who don't have, they don't understand what goes on. They don't understand that goes on, you know what I'm saying, in the inner cities and everything. And this is what I was talking about a few months ago. You got a lot of guys, you got people like Kamala Harris that were penalizing families, or penalizing, families who, single parents who can't be there to watch their kids 24/7. And, we got to fix the actual issue. But, people like Kamala Harris that swear that for black people, they don't understand, the issues behind it, and why, when the parents going to work why kids aren't going to school. You know, it's a lot of problems, you know, in the neighborhood and things like that. People join gangs, you know, just so they can survive, you know, just so they can go down the street, you know what I'm saying, and go get a damn pot from the store. They'll join a gang just for that reason, just to have that fucking protection.
Yeah,
and that just that goes over a lot of people's heads.
Yeah, Kelvin said that it took place in Central Heights, and he said they were both fighting at the basketball game, and the school kicked both parties out. So shout out to Kevin for hitting your boy with some facts. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that shit so much, but still.
So was that a basketball game?
Yeah, it was at a high school basketball game. Your mic is low. Your mic is low. Your mic is low.
Yeah, I don't think it was necessarily on school hours or anything like that.
You're still low. You're still low. Corey, you're still low.
Can you hear me?
I can barely hear you.
Can you hear me?
There you go. There you go.
Hold on, let me see. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know. That's something, yeah, they should have took the, you know, especially when you go with a 15-year-old, you know, when it's black kids, they always look at black kids as if, you know, you grown. I think they look at them as just
Are you breaking up?
It's something that should have been taken very serious. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You good. You good.
Yeah, it's taken very serious. Something that should have been taken seriously, man. And shit, man, it's crazy. It's like kids, it's the reality, you know, going to school. Now, I don't know if that was the situation. I don't know if they had an ongoing issue or something. Like I said, it was something that it was a fight at a basketball game. And, you know, with fights, you know, motherfuckers is picking up guns and shit. Nobody cares how old you are and shit like that. Like, everybody's quick to pick up a gun. So, you know, like I said, we promote the gangster shit, man. We love the good sounding songs and shit, but we can't have it both ways. These motherfuckers, you know, these niggas is looking for a way out. They're looking for a way out the hood, you know what I'm saying? They're looking for a way out of their situation. Mm-hmm. So if they see that, you know, making a song about murder, doing the hard shit, you know, it's gonna give them the bitches, plus, you know, get them to bitches or accomplish whatever they trying to get, and then it can get them to $1 million. They gonna keep doing that because we gonna keep purchasing that shit. And so it's always going to be, and then that mindset is going to spread. It's going to spread around, and everybody's going to be quick to pick up a gun, man. And, you know, it don't discriminate, especially anger. When a person gets angry, it doesn't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? Even the younger, you know, for minors, you know, she's a minor, can't really fault, you know, hold the 25-year-old accountable. Now, have they found the suspect?
Yeah, they got the 21.
They found the 25-year-old.
They got the 21 and the 25-year-old, and I hope both of them go to jail for life.
Yeah. I don't want to see no ignorant niggas. You know what I'm saying, on social media talking about free the motherfuckers and shit like that. So yeah, but yeah. So it sounds like shit, but you know, it's still relative to what I was talking about. Like I said, a lot of people, they're just not safe at school. A lot of people don't go back to school. They drop out of high school because of, you know, their situations. They know if they go to school, they may not. There's a high possibility that they won't make it back home that day. So and that's why a lot of people join gangs and shit like that. So yeah.
All right, man. So. Do you want to do get it off your chest, or do you want to do question of the day? Or do you have something else that you want to talk about real quick?
Hey, we don't got to go too deep in it because I know we talked about it before. But man, what you think about T.I., another person with split personality, TIP, his ass, him and Floyd Mayweather, man. What you think about that, man?
I think it was
T.I. had his diss song for.
Yeah. Hold on, I think. Let me see if I can try to pull what's the name up. But yeah, continue what you were saying.
Nah, I was saying he had his diss song, from way I look at it, man, man, why you ain't put no diss song out for Gucci, man? Why you ain't put no diss song out on Gucci? You trying to boycott it for 3 months?
Oh, you said what? Said it again? Said it again?
Nah, I'm saying that's cause I'm saying why you ain't put no 3 months, you put 3 months ad on Gucci. You either gonna do it, and then you come with you can't let Floyd go though. He can't let Floyd. The Floyd thing with Floyd's been going. Another black man. You've been having that on for years now. It's not over no Gucci. He's still.
That's because.
So
Okay, oh my bad. You was still going? You was like muffled. Okay, that's because Floyd Mayweather was fucked his wife. Oh my bad. Had sexual intercourse with Tiny. I'm pretty sure that's probably the reason that's probably what happened. And if Floyd or T.I. was like, you know what, nigga, your first loss is about to be to me, and it's on a diss track because I know your ass can't read.
That's lost. Now I heard Floyd is actually 51. He ain't 50, but he 51 though. Man. You can add Tiny to one of the motherfuckers that he done beat down. You know, so T.I. do the same thing, man. He trying to combine activism and
Oh, you choppy. You're choppy. And
hold on, let me try.
Okay, for everybody, what he said is, well, yeah. Okay, say what you said again about Floyd being 52-0.
Oh, 51. Nah, he 51 and 0 because he add Tiny on there as one of the motherfuckers he done beat down. So that's a notch under. But T.I., man, he trying to hide it behind activism. That's something that's just insincere. It's a real insincere gesture right there. I mean, say exactly what it is. You hate the man because he knocked your wife down, and that's what it is. You're trying to make it about Gucci, and that's not what the fuck it's about, man. And now he talking about he want to have a boxing match with Floyd or some shit like that, man. This shit's all crazy. Who do you blame in a situation like that? Because always to be, you go at your damn girl, man. You don't get mad at the, don't hate the player, hate the damn game. She put him in the damn game. You know what I'm saying? In it. You know what I'm saying? But you should be mad if you're gonna be forever mad at Floyd Mayweather. Why the fuck aren't you mad at your wife?
Yeah, that is very true. I mean,
yeah.
I don't think I can like come back with nothing because you got to be mad at your wife because your wife let it happen. You know what I'm saying? Okay, all right. I got a scenario. You know what I'm saying? Since he's been allegedly cheating on her, she thought she could get her rocks off with another super rich guy, which was Floyd Mayweather. Because I don't know if Floyd's richer than T.I. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to read on nobody else's pockets. You know what I'm saying? But
he is.
But I'm just like, she said she wanted to she cheated up. You know what I'm saying? And okay, all right. I know this is gonna be problematic as shit. Ain't that what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to cheat up. You're not supposed to cheat down. Because if you cheat down, it's like a slap in the face of your significant other. You know what I'm saying? If you cheat up, you know what I'm saying? Your girl can't be like, oh, so you cheated on me with this bitch? She gonna be like, oh, you cheat? Oh, okay, I see why. High five. Yeah. So that's my prediction. I mean. You said what?
Yeah, we do our part. we got to do our part, you know, because we see it. I'm pretty sure we all know somebody, you know, had a similar situation or whatever, and they done got mad, and you see the two dudes. Now they trying to fight it out. They got or they trying to fight or possibly shoot it out, and it keeps going on. Meanwhile, the girl still doing her damn thing. We did cast, you know, in the hospital, mother's in dying, and the girl just end up hopping on the next dick unrelated to fuckers, man. So, you know, that's some straight, you know, make sure we talking to our people and letting them know some sucker shit. Now, if a motherfucker trying to play you or something, you know, you can't bitch in the bed with a dude or something, and, you know, he trying to get tough, you know, you got to handle your business, especially when he in your house. But if he get up and he's sitting up there, he's scared and he scurry out. Hey, let that motherfucker scurry out, man. Let him go on, and you deal with your goddamn girl, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the fucking, she's the issue. She's the problem. She's the one that cheated and allowed that shit to go down. You know, you motherfuckers be so goddamn pussy whipped, man. That sucker shit, man. That'll solve a lot of that. That'll make. We just telling y'all this shit to make life a little bit easier for you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, people you be surprised.
You breaking up.
Look right past that girl, man. The whole time, be mad at the guy the whole time, and just keeping shit going, man. It's not solving nothing. Your girl ain't changing.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Yeah, you just getting mad. You getting mad at the symptom. Just the same thing. I always use this for a metaphor. You know, just like a doctor giving you a damn pill to help. You know, with the symptoms, but they're not getting rid of the root of the fucking problem. They're not getting rid of the root of the fucking problem. So all you gonna keep getting is the same outcome, and that day may come where it might completely bite you in the ass, and something may happen that can't nobody come back from. So
true.
That got to be smarter out here. You know, that's why I wanted to bring that whole Floyd and T.I. thing up, man. That shit ain't cool, man. T.I., if you still harboring malice in your heart, shit like that, that man Tiny should be gone just as well. You know what I'm saying? Tiny should be gone. You shouldn't even be fucking with her. But if it's over, it's over. Leave fucking Floyd Mayweather the fuck alone, man.
Hey.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What was you gonna say?
I don't know why he didn't make because if he was really for activism and shit like that, he should have made one for Steve Harvey, made one for Gucci, make one for Steve Harvey, make one for YNW Melly. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers that's actually doing shit that's making us that's actually affecting the damn culture. You know, Floyd, as crazy as Floyd looked in the damn Gucci shit, hey, Floyd owns Floyd. You know, we talk about he can't read and shit like that, but Floyd owns Floyd. You know what I'm saying? He ain't answering to nobody. It's Mayweather that's on those checks that gets signed. That's the name that's on those checks. Yeah. And he pays the guy. So it's ignorant. You know, Floyd Mayweather has his ignorant shit he does, but at least he handled his goddamn business, and he, you know, he's in a position where he's not no damn slave like Steve Harvey. That's who T.I. should have been. That would have been a perfect target. But you know, like I said, we all know why Tip is doing.
Why? Because Floyd gave his girl a tip. No pun intended. No pun intended. All right, man. So, question. I guess we're gonna do the question of the day. I think he froze and lagged out.
Okay, good? I'm back.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So pretty much what I said was Floyd gave T.I.'s wife the tip. No pun intended. So we gonna do the question of the day, or do you want to do get it off your chest?
What's the question of the day?
Or we can do both. It doesn't matter because we got time.
It don't matter. I really don't have anything. I don't have nothing for get it off my chest. If you got something to get off your chest, man, you can. Or we can do. It don't matter. Go ahead, man. Do it however you want to do it, man.
I was about to say, or do you got a question of the day that you want to bring up?
Nah.
All right, just I'm saying this is something light. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned for Thursday show. I might have something deep for y'all. Thursday show. So, one's gotta go. One has gotta go. Chicken wings or crab legs? One's gotta go. Everybody in the comment section.
What the fuck kind of question is that, nigga? I thought you was about to get into some deep ass shit. What are you trying to deep though? Chicken wings or crab legs?
Chicken wings or crab
shit,
legs.
Man.
Everybody in the comment section, y'all can go ahead and play too.
Shit, man. That's a tough one, man. It depends on who's making the crab legs and the chicken wings, man. Shit. I don't fucking know, man. Let's go with the chicken wings. Chicken wings are always convenient and shit. So, chicken wings. Because you can't. They're both bad for you. They're both bad for you, but seafood is worse. Is worse for you. It's got all those allergens. You can't eat a ton of seafood, you know what I'm saying? Eat chicken. Now, you ain't supposed to be eating a lot of either one.
True.
You know it actually says in the Bible that eating seafood is a sin?
Nigga, what? Wait,
yeah.
Word?
Well, we for the people that like to follow the Bible and tell people, what stuff is a sin and what is against God's will. Eating seafood is actually a sin that's in the Bible. It's a sin to eat seafood. It literally says that in the Bible.
Well, I feel sorry for all you Bible thumping young ladies out there and older women. That's why.
Right.
That's why niggas don't eat pussy. I'm guessing that's what it. That's why. That's why DJ Khaled said no. I pay the bills. I ain't gotta do that. What you mean?
I like you brought that up. I forgot all about that situation. And motherfuckers jumped on DJ Khaled like he was a villain, boy. The females, they jumped on his head like he was just a piece of shit. It's like not everybody wants to fucking do that. What works for him and his wife works for him and his wife. But because you motherfuckers gotta go the extra mile or whatever, it's like nah, he don't want to do that. They look at that. Now it says in the Bible, it also says in the Bible that you're supposed to do everything that your wife wants you to do to her, whatever she wants you to do, body-wise or anything. It literally says that in the Bible. But then, some ways it says that, in some ways, now I can't quote this, but as far as I know, shit like getting head and all the other extracurricular activities, that's looked at as, sodomy. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like I said, I haven't read through the whole Bible, but I do know some of the scriptures, and I do know that it says that about seafood, and it says that as far as marriage, that you're supposed to please your wife or please your husband in any way that they fucking ask. It says that in the Bible. But, that could be, who knows? But they jumped on his head. But beyond all that, that's his decision, and that's how him and his wife get down, and it's obviously successful for them. I haven't heard any divorce rumors. I haven't heard them in the news or heard it. I haven't heard anything, so it's obviously working for them. So,
yeah, exactly.
Fuck, like, damn, motherfuckers always up in arms and he piece of shit, and who this fat motherfucker think he is ain't gonna like.
That was funny. Fuck? I remember that.
It ain't got nothing to do with none of you motherfuckers, dog. So nah, yeah, I just remembered you brought that up. I just remember that shit, man.
Yeah, so pretty much all I'm saying is DJ Khaled, man, shout out to you. You, I guess, lost a bunch of weight, or like 80 pounds or 50 pounds or some shit like that. Shout out to you. Yeah, I guess so. Weight Watchers was about to cut that check. Yeah. But what I was gonna say, yeah, I mean, he's half Jamaican or some shit like that, and so you know what I'm saying. They say Jamaican niggas don't eat the box, so he's got to stay to form, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Is that what they say? Jamaican niggas don't fuck with it.
Yeah, that like the real Jamaican and Rastafarians. That's what they say, bro. They say that we don't eat box. What the fuck you mean? We just hear the dagger and that's it.
Yeah.
We just hear the dagger, and that's it.
Well, if you remember back in the day, shit like that, just probably around back in the day, man, that shit wasn't like, it wasn't really universally accepted like that. Like just flat out, talking about eating pussy. Now, doing that with your wife was cool, but talking about rapping about it in your songs and shit like that, that shit wasn't cool. It wasn't cool to talk about. And then, it started getting accepted more and more through the years, and then got a stamp put on it by Lil Wayne. But then you had the whole. Then they just went too far, man. Talking about eating the ass with Kevin Gates and all that shit. And they talking about eating butt and all that.
No,
that's a definite hell no.
That was Janae Aiko. She was like, "I make them eat the booty like groceries," and then after that, it was ass eating season for everybody.
Yeah, ass eating season for everybody. But you remember, Kevin Gates was the one that had everybody. They started talking about it, and it was, he was talking about it all on the radio and the Breakfast Club, and like I said, Janae Aiko, she put that stamp on it. You know what I'm saying? She had that song and put the stamp on it, but that's a definite hell no. I don't agree with that shit at all. But do whatever.
You said do whatever you want to do.
Do whatever you feel though. You know what I'm saying? As far as husband, wife, and all that shit. Whatever pleases them.
Shout out to Kevin Gates, but you know what I'm saying? He was like, what do you say? I used to fuck my cousin. I was like, nigga, wait, whoa. What,
man, that dude was talking about. He was talking all type of crazy shit, man. He was talking about y'all listening to this nutty ass dude Kevin Gates talking about fucking his cousin. What he said? He said, yeah, made a girl suck his dog's dick. Like, what type of animal type? What kind of Neanderthal bullshit are you on, man? And yeah, talking about his cousin. They was already fucking. Then they found out they was cousins, and he talking about, why ruin a good thing? Like, this nigga here. Kevin Gates, dog, that's an interesting individual, man.
Well, I mean, he's a Muslim now, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out to the brother Kevin Gates and the Muslims, I guess.
He thinks he's a Muslim. He ain't no real Muslim. he thinks he them nigga Muslims, he them jail Muslims and shit.
Jail Muslims.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas read the Quran sitting up in jail and shit like that. But he ain't no Islam. It takes a lot more discipline than that. A lot more discipline.
I heard some wild shit about Muslims the other day, and that's probably like a whole nother podcast, but I was just like, whoa, because somebody accused Kevin Gates of being gay. And somebody accused him of being gay, whatever, and he was like on his live that if you accuse a Muslim dude of being gay, it's 3 strikes and then they kill him. I was like, oh, I didn't know that, but that shit's crazy.
I don't know about that. I gotta look into that shit, but yeah.
I was just like,
Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Stay. Kevin Gates is an interesting character.
Facts. All right, so man, on that note, man, this has been another episode of the Average Guy Podcast on the Average Guy Studios. Shout out to everybody that was in the live chat. Shout out to Kevin, and there was a couple other people in here. They just didn't say nothing. So shout out to everybody in the live chat and that's been viewing us on Mixer, SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook, iStar. Hopefully when we're able to get this thing set up properly, and every other source that we have. So what I want you guys to do now before we bounce out of here is go to the link in the descriptions below. Go to Grit Sports Media, and Corey, let them know what they get with Grit Sports Media, bro.
Grit Sports Media gets you sports. A lot going on. We're on the second half of the NBA season, so we'll be following. Even though basketball has been absolutely atrocious in my opinion, my personal opinion, but some people are loving it. But we'll be following this second half on the road to the playoffs, and we got some good boxing matches coming up, so we'll be covering all of that on there. So tune into the grit.
And tune into Sports Talk with the Average Guy on Monday with the grit. Also, the other link in the description is Lojo Speaks, man. Lojo Speaks is for all fathers, single mothers, grandmothers, grandparents. You know what I'm saying? If you guys want to learn, we want to upraise young men in this generation of wild and crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if we upraise young men, you know what I'm saying, we don't have to worry about a lot of the shit that's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Shout out to Lauren and Lojo Speaks, man. With all that being said, man, this is the Average Guy with my co-host Corey, man, and we are out. Peace.